Dear Sammy, the wonderful Wayne Carey mentioned SBS. Now, not only are they taxpayer funded, let me go and have a little bit of a sniff about and find out what the cretins were doing at SBS. Go and find out what was behind things like their entire programming schedule, things like their Fifth Element rerun after rerun after rerun, the things like the Well Digger's Daughter, and then they had another one. They were genuinely, these cretins, after their snake whacking day, because I was asked to testify against a GEO employed prison officer by the name of Devon Woodbourne around 2017. I think Victoria Police interviewed me in the middle of Port Phillip Prison around 2017-18, which instantly led to every single prison officer in every single prison, adult male prison in the state of Victoria, going dog, dog. So in retaliation to that, as well as the AI chatbot technology, I told them to go and F themselves. And I may have crossed into all manner of slurs. I wasn't worrying about politically correct slurs, I can assure you. They're trying to get me stabbed, literally, killed. I told them to go and F themselves in no uncertain terms. Am I proud other people, innocent people, hurt? No, of course not. But anyway, what that then led to, Mr. John Sammy Newman, honestly, government departments, the entire government, all of this corrupt Alan Andrews woke government was more interested in spending your resources, your taxes, hand over fist. Fact, this happened, there's no backing out of it now. I was trying to say to them too. They spent countless of your money trying to deliver. I'm talking about, go and find out what was behind the programming of the Fifth Element. Go and find what was behind the real reason behind some woke cretin in an SBS office running a rerun after rerun after the Fifth Element. Go and find, then you'll see how badly ridiculously, nonsensically your taxes are treated. And then you will see exactly how right Pauline Hanson is. Your taxes have been squandered on left-wing garbage. And all I can go back to, how I was the first to know, aside the fact that I'm just one of those people, I don't know, I can't, if I see an injustice, I call it out, no matter whether it's going to cost me my aspiring, crime, whatever, it doesn't even matter, whatever. If I see a dead set corrupt injustice, I'm calling it out. I have done since I was a kid, and I will now. And what I was exposed to by these woke cretins in the Victorian government was nothing short of ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. And the fact, I always go to this, Nelson Mandela said something along the lines of, what was it? Nobody truly knows their nation until they've spent time in one of their prisons or its prisons. Now, don't mistake this, please, for 1 second for me. I paid my debt, and I'm more than prepared to pay. If I do a crime, I will do the time and some, no problem. Don't misconstrue or think other than that. I made mistakes. I got on heroin. I handled that poorly. There's no getting away from that. However, when I was asked to testify against a prison officer, they came a knocking with weaponized surveillance. They tried to get me stabbed. You know what you hear in the Carl Stefanovic interview with that Tommy Robinson, which is another farce in itself, but we won't go there, or we won't go to ASIO either. By God, I could have touched on that too. Let's just stick with SBS and the left-wing muppets for now, the cretins that have got us in this mess. When I was a dog, from the moment I walked out of that Victoria Police interview, don't worry, Michael, you're not in trouble. It's the moment I walked out of that interview, dog, dog, you're a dog. Every single prison, think about how bad that is in itself. Every single prison, adult male prison in the state of Victoria, knew of this dog, Michael Califf, and their answer to it was to try and set me up, to try and get me stabbed, taken. You know what you hear if you listen to that Tommy Robinson speak? He says that prison officer came to his cell and said, whatever you do not leave this cell. And it turned out they were trying to position him, move him through the prison and put him in a position where they knew he was positioned with people who would take him out. That is exactly what they do in the Victorian law, and they tried to get me got that many times. And you know what I just did? All I did was be nice. Hey, how are you, mate? Yeah, we made friends with the people they were trying to get me taken out with. It was actually comical. But Sentence Management Unit would 100%, no ifs, buts, or maybe it's hard to prove, but without question, it's no coincidence you get put here, you get put there, while at the same time you've got other nicer or just decent normal prison officers who haven't been intoxicated by the effects of that demonstrated in the Stanford prison experiment, for example, coming up to you saying, Michael, I just want you to know I don't agree with what they're doing to you. And then on the other end, you're getting positioned here, you're getting put there, they're trying to take you out. And it backfired. And when it backfired, their next move was to put me on a Melbourne drug court order and literally weaponise sex offences against me. And all I did the whole time, Sammy, was smile and go along with it. And I stumbled in. How bad is it that a heroin-addicted, homeless bum, which is what I was at the time, gave them that much trouble, they went to all these lengths because things are so corrupt in Victoria, Australia. Let me check out on this one. John Sammy Newman, I don't know if I've told you this. When I was sitting on my drug court order, tapping away, writing a book, writing, because I kind of wanted to walk past, because you know how many times I heard them, how's the book going, Michael, when they were giving me a hard time. So I kind of wanted to leave. I was thinking I'm going to leave by going, hey, you see my new book? But I didn't. All I did was got it done and released it. Within 8 days of that, there was this not even 8 days, I don't think. There was a backflip move, and Shane Patton, Commissioner Patton, got asked to resign. Now you tell me, in corrupt Victoria, if things are that fucked up that a homeless, heroin-addicted, non-violent, non-organised criminal, non-bikie, non-gangster, just a heroin addict, petty criminal who did a fraud initially and then stole things to fund his heroin habit, like just non-violently, just petty crimes, low-level drug dealing at best, if you could even call it that, just very, very low non-violent offending, because they're that corrupt, that damaged. I stumbled into that. That is about as fucked up a government as you could actually ever think. Think about that. Think about how damaged that must be for them to, in effect, be exposed, put themselves there, that hopelessly managed, they've exposed themselves to that. Literally positioning people, literally doing Epstein's. And all I did was just go along with it. Yeah, okay. And then they continued. So I'm hearing all this nonsense. I'm hearing this girl sound like she's, because you got to remember, I could see what they were doing in my hacked phone. I knew exactly what they were doing under Pappas's watch. So I was messing with them. So then I would go to this girl. You cannot see how damaged what you're doing is, what you are doing. I can remember saying to Magistrate Pappas, what would the people think? Oh yeah, what would the people think? Okay then, yeah. And she lost her shit. How can you not see you are controlling drug-addicted sex workers? Hello? How can you not see in your head? Oh no, that's what we do. What? Maybe to solve a murder on an nth degree, but just to mess with someone or protect corruption? No. No. Sex trafficking, no. Ever. Oh, no, no. Government, no sex trafficking. No. Not good. Ever. It's a disgusting thing to do. Like, literally treat it as like, you got a weapon. You got that one in our ass or what? To sex traffic, drug addicted, meth junkie women? Hello?